I think it's worth talking about Hitchcock and Wells, who are basically contemporaries and rivals.
Yes.
The similarities in Psycho are a little bit uncomfortable.
Yep.
In Touch of Evil, there's maybe the greatest shot in all of cinema history, and that is the very opening shot of Touch of Evil.
Yes.
And that the concept for the shot was to have, you see a time bomb with the timer being set to 3 minutes, and then have in real time, a 3-minute continuous shot until the time bomb goes off, and a very ambitious shot because we stay with this moving car. We see all the actors.
Yes.
We cover all these blocks. We go through the Mexican-California border. So very ambitious idea for a one-take shot. And some of the ways I feel like Hitchcock was like trying to one-up Wells. You start the opening scene of Psycho is what, FD?
I forget.
It's an extended tracking shot that is, you go from the cityscape of Phoenix, Arizona, the whole city, and you track in to one building, to one window.
Oh,
then you go through the window. Then you go through the bed. And I just feel like it's Hitchcock saying, okay, Orson, you do the long tracking shot.
I can do that.
Look what I can do. And I don't think Hitchcock acquits himself well because there's dissolves in Hitchcock's shot. It's not one continuous shot.
Right.
It's just some of the other similarities I've noted between A Touch of Evil and Psycho, and I'd like to see if you can add to this list, or how many of them, as I say them, you jotted down. We already talked about it. Hitchcock's got a movie where a woman's being terrorized in a motel room, so he's like, oh, Janet Leigh. She did that in Touch of Evil, so he casts her. They both have these wacky motel managers.
Right.
Tony Perkins in Psycho, Dennis Weaver, of course, in Touch of Evil.
It stinks in here. It stinks in here. Yes.
He used the same art director that Wells used on Touch of Evil, and so the sets feel a little bit similar to me. The director of photography on Psycho was one of the camera operators, not Lathrop, but another camera operator on Touch of Evil got hired to do Psycho. And then what really stands out to me, the shock shot in Touch of Evil, the shock shot where poor Janet Leigh wakes up in the motel and she sees this scary upside down face of
bulging eyes,
of Joe Grandi, upside down, bulging tongue. Hitchcock has a very similar shock shot in Psycho where Janet Leigh's sister goes to try to find her and sees this nice older woman in the rocking chair of the Bates Motel, and so goes to turn her around because she's not answering, and of course turns around and there's this skeletal corpse there in the chair.
Yeah.
Big shock moment in Psycho. I felt that was influenced by Touch of Evil.
Right.
Susie, what are you doing here in the dark?